Look, I don't want to come on to Rosenior again. I know what you said about, shots getting fired at him. But given today's big news with Andoni Iraola, is this the kind of manager that Chelsea should be looking at going forward?
Yeah, but it all depends, doesn't it? I mean, what do you want from your manager? If you're going to allow your manager to manage and dictate who he plays, how long they play for, who can be selected, what type of style you want to play, then maybe. But I'm not so sure that that's what's going on at the club at the moment. I mean, they've clearly appointed Liam. They know Liam. Liam's worked for the club in another country already. He's close with people that are there. I mean, what's the point of appointing Liam if you're then just going to move him on because the results have gone bad, if you've got this big, long-term, big picture? But yeah, Areola, in any other circumstances, I'm going, someone who's performed at that level at a club like Bournemouth, absolutely he would be on a club like Chelsea's radar. Whether he's on their radar in the current regime or how they're looking to take the club forward and how they want their coaches to work, I'm not so sure someone like Areola would be looking at a club like Chelsea.
Is that what it is then? You're saying that there's a lack of maybe leadership within the players? Obviously, you're familiar to your Lampards, your Terrys, those real strong leaders on the pitch and in the dressing room. Do you think that could be what's missing here in this team?
Well, I think we've lacked leaders for a while. When you've got so many new players that come through the door, so many of them that have maybe not got a CV or years of experience to maybe fall back on. Obviously, Reece James is our captain. We haven't always had him available. And then when you're looking at maybe two of the people that people would class as leaders, as in Cucurella and Enzo Fernandez, and then when you've got them going away and making comments about the club or the regime or disappointments about certain things that's going on at the club, you're going, well, that's maybe not a sign of leadership. And when you're expecting those to be leaders and they're not, then again, it's where are you looking for that leadership? And at the moment, we're certainly not seeing it on the pitch. And when you're not getting that whilst the games are going on, whilst you're not picking up results, things can gather momentum and snowball really quickly. And that's, unfortunately, it looks like where we're at the moment.
Covey, if things do spiral, like Jodie's saying, they miss out on Champions League, what would that mean?
Well, financially, it would be a massive blow. Chelsea's parent company, the holding company, yesterday reported their results and they made a loss of, I think, £630 million. The year before, they made a loss of about £440 million. So it's absolutely crucial that Chelsea are playing in the Champions League. Missing out on the Champions League probably means that you lose out on revenue of around £100 million. So financially, it will be a massive blow. Also, what will the players be thinking? Jodie mentioned Enzo Fernandez, for instance. Players like him, will they really want to stay at Chelsea, or would they rather move to a club who are playing in the Champions League, like Real Madrid? Also, when it comes to signing players, a lot of players want to go to clubs who are playing in the Champions League. They won't want to go to a club who are playing in the Conference League, for instance. And if you look at the league table there, I mean, Chelsea are 4 points off fifth place. We know fifth place is going to get you Champions League next season, but they're only 3 points above Bournemouth, who are in 11th place. I can see a situation where these clubs like Brentford, Everton, Brighton, Sunderland, Bournemouth, they've got a real chance of overtaking Chelsea. So I think there's a big 7 days coming up for Chelsea. They've got this game on Saturday night against Manchester United. Then they're away at Brighton. Brighton beat them at Stamford Bridge earlier this season. Then they've got a cup semi-final at Wembley against Leeds. So Liam Rosenior is under a lot of pressure and he needs to turn things around very, very quickly.